Well, as you can see, it is fall. Halloween is here, and the A's still don't have a deal on Howard Terminal. This thing is dragging past the elections now. It's going to drag into next year. What does that mean for the timeline? What is going on with Howard Terminal? Right now, I can tell you this. The city of Oakland is still negotiating with the A's. The A's are still negotiating with the city of Oakland. Things are happening on that front. No one has walked away from the table. I think we take that as a big positive. Are either side saying anything? Not really. Very, very, very quiet. I will take that as a positive as well, because when you're in active negotiations and things are going well and you're down to nitty-gritty details, you tend to not want to leak that information, especially to the media, because it will upset the other side. If one side felt wronged, that side would be making noise. Believe me, there would be leaks. So right now, the fact that they are still negotiating even past the deadline to get it done by the end of this year, I'd say that right there is a very good sign. They're still trying to acquire grants. Those funding grants are being funded by the A's. The A's are reimbursing city staff for all time spent on this project from staff and for these grant applications. The big one, the Mega Projects Grant, they've applied for $180 million. That we may hear about soon, maybe in 2023. Now, the real question I have here is, can this thing be done now before the end of next year? The sliding timeline. We were hoping before the end of this year, now it's next year. And now I will tell you why it has to be next year. It absolutely has to be next year, because in January of 2024, the A's will be pulled off the revenue-sharing teat of Major League Baseball once again. The free money spigot gets turned off, which means there is major motivation to have a ballpark deal before the end of 2024, either here or in Las Vegas. But right now, it does seem like there is a deal to be made here. The question is, who steps up and gets that offsite infrastructure funded? Remember, the city said they would take care of it. There is a shortfall. Things are more expensive than they were before, and there's more things that need to be done before. The initial estimate said $352 million of offsite funds would be needed. It's well past that at this point. The city has raised almost $352 million, but it's not enough. So is John Fisher, a billionaire, willing to step up and help bridge that gap to get a deal done here in Oakland? Or will he have to sell an ownership stake or the team to somebody that's actually willing to bridge that gap? If we're talking a couple $100 million in a $6 to $12 billion development, it's not as much as it sounds. So what happens there? Who bridges that gap? I think right now what's going to happen is the A's are going to be waiting. The city is going to be waiting. They're going to wait till the end of the elections. They're going to wait till the lawsuits are settled here, likely by the end of the year or early next year. And then they will have a much better idea about the grants. Once all those things are in full picture, they can really make a final decision whether or not they want to step up and get it done here in Oakland or move to Las Vegas. That is everything going on right now with the A's and their stadium saga. Seems like it's never ending. Hopefully, we'll have some answers soon. But for now, very quiet. That's everything I know.